Hey guys, it's Suzanne here to do a little reading for you. It might be actually a little bit of a longer reading today. Um, for the morning reading today, I'm going to be doing the feminine side of things, and for the evening reading, I'm going to be doing the masculine side of things. I started the reading and got pulled away from a phone call, so this is as far as I got. But I just wanted to let you know, for those of you that know about Boogie and my challenges with his barking in the background, I appreciate all of the kind comments about that you don't mind hearing him barking. I truly appreciate that. But the biggest problem that I've had with that really is, when he's outside and he's barking at the neighbors, like literally just endlessly barking at them. And that has really been a problem. And so we have gotten some results from the collar. And again, there is absolutely no shock involved in the collar at all. It's very simple. It just makes a beep and it vibrates, and I keep it on the lowest setting, and it's working really well. I'm really pleased with it. It's helped pretty much in all situations except the mailman. The mailman, takes them to, that level 10. So, I might have to turn it up a little bit during that time, but you might hear a bark or two in the background. He usually has one or two barks, and then the collar will stop him. So I'm really happy with that. And truthfully, it probably bothers me more because it's louder to me, first of all. And secondly, especially when I'm doing personal readings, I don't want to have to get up and interrupt that reading. So anyway, it's been a good thing. He has responded really well to it. Like I said in the post, every now and then Pebbles will bark and set it off on Boogie, which that I don't like, but that's kind of been few and far between. So anyway, so this is the feminine reading today, and I want to challenge you. I'm going to be using a lot of cards. Some cards are going to resonate. Some cards might make you feel happy and hopeful. Some cards might trigger you or upset you. Try not to let it, watch how you react, okay? Because there's always more to the story. There's always more to a dark energy. There's always a light to that dark energy. And I challenge you to look for the light in that dark energy if something triggering comes up for you, okay? I see a lot of people in the comments sometimes, who have been clearly very, very triggered. I know the readings that probably create that sometimes, and so I guess I'm challenging you to look for the light, okay? There'll be some cards that don't resonate at all and, don't apply to you, and just discard that portion of the reading. All right, so again, these are the three cards that I put down before a phone call came in. So we're going to start here. All right, so this is for the feminine. I'm going to do this same exact reading for the masculine. So where are we at? Okay, nice. So we have clear path, your choice. First of all, does this feel true to you? Do you feel like you have a clear path? Do you feel like it's your choice? If you don't, I challenge you to ask why that is, because this is coming up in the feminine energy. So it's like you may not see it. You may not see what your path is, or how spirit might be trying to help you and show you that something is also your choice. So let's see how this applies. Let's take a look, and then we'll clarify too. All right, so we have the genie. Look at that. It says here, your wish, the astral plane feeling it. So I feel like this is saying, if you pay attention, your wish is at your fingertips. It's your choice. Now the astral plane, that's the fourth dimension. You might be experiencing your wishes or your dreams coming true in that plane at night when you're sleeping. You might be traveling in an astral way, in the astral plane. You might be having experiences in your dreams that feel like absolute bliss to you. And it really, when that happens, it's like you really feel it. What it is that you feel, you feel that there really is a clear path to what it is that you desire, what it is that you dream about, what it is that you wish for. It's all there for you. The feeling of it is so important though, because when you're feeling it, this allows you to actually feel whatever it is that you want. And being in that energy draws that particular thing, person, situation to you much faster, much easier, okay, than being in that energy of lack or desire, okay? Sometimes desire might feel good, but at the end of the day, it really is an energy of lack. So check yourself when you're, how you're feeling. What do we have over here? All right. Uniform, work, partnership. Okay, so, this might be about your situation at work in some way. This might apply to a connection that you have. This might apply to how you go through your day. Are you very uniform in your, in how you go about your day? When it comes to work, when it comes to relationship or partnership, are you very uniform? Are you very structured? I almost feel like these two energies, I feel like you go back and forth between these two energies. This energy over here certainly can be good, in the 3D world, okay? It can, create stability and structure in your life, and some people thrive in that energy. For a lot of you, you might be an earth sign. I definitely thrive in that type of environment for sure. You might really appreciate a partnership at work, or this might be a connection at work. And you might be very uniform in how you go about your workday or how you go about connections or relationships. And the question I feel like you have to ask here is that working? Okay? I feel like a clear path is being shown to you, and it's also your choice. But are you seeing that? Are you seeing that if you're very structured, if you're very uniform about how you go through your day? You don't like surprises. You don't like adventure. It's like you end up not seeing opportunities perhaps that are all around you, because this feels very tunnel vision to me. Okay? We're gonna get into tarot after I lay out all of the oracle cards, and we'll explore the cards further at that point, and we'll see what commonalities come out, what we need to explore further. All right, so let's take a look at these two cards here. All right, so what do we have here? Let's start here in the middle. This is the Raw Ego Speaks deck, and we have extravagance is how I confirm my value. Okay, so that can be, speaking to a lot of things. This might be, some of you might really like your credit cards. Some of you might spend beyond your means. Some of you might be pay very close attention to what a particular partner might be able to give to you in an extravagant way. Okay, extravagance in a way can be a little bit gluttonous, all right? And there's no judgment here, but a lot of you might have this within you. This might be something that you recognize in yourself. You may like this about yourself. You may not like this about yourself. But there's something about extravagance is how you confirm your own value. Okay, it might mean that you spend a lot of time and energy in how you look to a particular partner, how you look to the world. There's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself, right? Nothing at all. But if it's something that takes over for you, or you realize that it ruins your day when you feel like your hair doesn't look right, or you didn't wear the outfit that you wanted to wear, it can be very, this can be a very superficial ego stemming behavior. Okay, so let's see, what do we have here? Children. So this particular deck, this is the Soulmate Blocks and Flow deck. For some of you, children might in some way be, you might consider children, your children or somebody else's children, possibly blocking you from a connection that you want, or a relationship that you desire. Children might make you feel in some way less extravagant in some way. Okay. Children obviously are always a gift, but of course they're a big part of your life. And especially if you're a single mother, that might be a challenge that you have. It might add to the uniformity that you have to, that you place into your life. This may not allow you to be, as open to seeing the possibilities around you. You might feel weighed down in some way because of children. What else do we have here? Health reasons. Okay, so I don't go deep into this, ever in readings. But this could be in some way a block to a connection right now. Health reasons, I generally look at this from an emotional standpoint. You might be struggling emotionally a little bit, and extravagance is how you confirm your value. Extravagance might be how you hide worries about your health, your emotional health, your stability. Extravagance might be how you, how you deal with children in some way as well. You might love to show off your children. You might love to show off, how well they're doing, how cute they are, how good they are at something. Somebody in your life might be doing that very thing with their children. Again, you might adorn yourself with a lot of luxurious clothes, jewelry, whatever it is, because it's filling some type of emptiness for you, and these two things could certainly be adding to that need to do that in some way. So whatever comes out is what comes out, and we're kind of going with it. All right, so let's see. I want to do this next. Whoops. All right, so let's see what we have here. Resistance. We have resistance. We have a blessing. Blessing is in the center here. And then we have secret. Okay, so how does this tie back up here? You know, I can see how it ties to, you know, I feel like everything here in a way. You know, where is this resistance for you coming from? You know, it can be coming from this energy over here, this extravagance, you know, needing to show your value through possibly, you know, carrying a specific type of bag or wearing certain shoes, or, you know, just putting an all-out effort into presenting the best version of yourself, which is not a problem if you're doing it just because you love to do it. It becomes a problem when it's how you confirm your value. We also have a blessing here. So when we're talking about possibly the energy towards masculine in some way, this particular masculine, whoever you're connecting to, could certainly be a blessing. So why is there resistance to this particular masculine? We'll have to see. We're going to clarify with tarot. Now, this secret card, is this secret actually the resistance? Is there resistance because of secrets? Or is this secret card really about something you're keeping a secret? A blessing is trying to show itself to you, but we've got secrets and resistance around this particular blessing. Why would that be? Okay, so some of you might resonate with that, some of you might not. Again, some of you might resonate with this over here, some of you might not. You know, I feel like most people might be able to resonate with what we're seeing up here. You know, up here, Spirit is saying that you have a clear path and it is your choice. You know, as long as you can actually feel and experience the wish, the dream, whatever that is, it's like there's a genie in a bottle that just wants to come out. And I feel like you experience this in the astral plane. I almost feel like the resistance might be coming from work in some way. You know, not being able to be completely who you are, possibly. Being restricted in what you can and can't do. Maybe you feel your time is very restricted. Might keep you from a certain partnership. We can look at this in lots of different ways. So this will be interesting to see, you know, what this is all about. All right, so let's see. Let's see what else we get. And all right, let's see what we get here. Whoops. Move over. All right, we're going to take a look at this card first. All right. Wow. So this is one of the connector cards that I have in this particular deck, and it says a tragedy or a death. So some of you might have been connected or are connected to a person because of a tragedy or a death. But, you know, this can be a very dark energy, right? This isn't to say, I want to make this really clear, that this is coming towards you. It is not. This is a past energy, okay? connector means how you might have connected. All right, I do want to get an additional card for this because not everybody is going to connect through tragedy and death for sure. All right, so then we have stable. We have stable, responsible, financially secure, good head on his shoulders or her shoulders, however it resonates. So stability. You might see the person that you're interested in, your particular masculine. This is very masculine energy here. This might be something that you desire or that you feel that you have. It also speaks to this. Okay, some of you might be really paying attention to the stability that a particular partner can provide for you. Okay, you might be looking at it from that way. You might be looking at it from in terms of, will this person take care of my children? Will this person possibly help me find more emotional stability? All right, so it feels like there's somebody around you that you see as very stable. Again, it could be somebody that you work with. All right, so let's see what we have here. Look at this. I feel that energy too. So there's somebody around you. This might be a connection. This might be an interest. In a way, it feels a lot like kind of a newer energy or somebody new that might be around you, but it could certainly be somebody that you already know. But whatever energy you're feeling around this particular person, this person is saying that they feel that energy as well. And then we have, what do we have here? All right. So this is the throat chakra, okay, this turquoise blue here. This person might be saying what they don't like about you right now. This might be something that is something that this person might have said at one point. Maybe this is something that the two of you need to talk about. Why would they say something that they don't like about you? Are they telling you or are they telling other people? They might be telling, they might be telling people at work. Okay, this might be in some way the resistance or a secret from you. Okay. So we're going to clarify with tarot, okay? Let's see. One more set of cards here. All right, so let's see what's in the middle here. All right, so we have having high standards means holding yourself to them. Now that's interesting. Okay, this is very much in line with this card here. Extravagance is how I confirm my own value, and this stable, responsible, financially secure, good head on his shoulders. Having high standards means holding yourself to them. So in other words, you might have very high standards for a particular person that you are interested in, okay? And the question here is, do you have the same high standards for yourself? Do you expect the same for yourself? Do you, I feel there's definitely some type of monetary energy here, monetary expectations. Just move this over a little bit. I'm kind of getting out of my field of, I'm challenging it here. Move that back a little bit. Let's see. All right, that's a little better. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is saying we have to be consistent here. If we have high standards for somebody else, You know, it feels like we need to have those same high standards for ourselves. What do we have here? A meeting that goes better than you expected. Is this about work, or is this potentially about this particular connection? Going back to this card here, what I don't like about you right now, saying what I don't like about you right now. Usually people, when they do this, it's because in some way they might be envious, they might be jealous, they might be feeling threatened in some way. Okay, it feels like, you know, you have the power to make what you want happen. Whether or not you see that or not is kind of up in the air. But some type of meeting here goes better than expected, and I feel like it's tied to the fact that you might have very high standards for yourself and for somebody else. So a meeting goes better than expected. What else do we have here? A smile from someone touches your heart deeply. Okay, it's amazing what a smile can do. But somebody might acknowledge you or smile at you, and it brings you a sense of peace and calm. This might be a person that, you know, you have a secret crush on, but remember, whatever you're feeling, this person is feeling as well. Okay, so we have a lot to chew on here. Let's see. What do I want to look at first? I feel like I want to look at the extravagance card here. The stable energy here. And having high standards. Let's start there, because I feel like there is this energy of wanting it all, okay, for the feminine, and you deserve it all. Let's see, what do we have here? Strength, card of Leo. Okay, so you might be dealing with a Leo, first of all right? Or, you know, your Leo tendencies might come out in or through extravagance in some way. And again, there's nothing wrong with this energy as long as you're not deriving your value from it. This is, I feel like, what you do to seem less vulnerable. Okay, this is what you do to hide your vulnerability, possibly from somebody special in some way. Okay, that you feel a little vulnerable because your heart is involved in some way. All right, so let's look at this stable energy. And then we've got the Seven of Swords, okay? So when we're talking about money, you know, this to me feels like credit cards, okay? Some of you might be maybe indulging a little bit in, you know, maybe some online shopping, or, you know, you do this possibly to, again, in some way, it feeds this extravagance, wanting to be perceived as doing well in life, okay? And you very well may be doing well in life. This might just be, you know, because when you look at this card here, it's like you see him walking away with these swords, okay? And it satisfies him for today, but will he have enough tomorrow? Will he have enough in the future? Okay, you might be a spender in some way. That's why you're looking for this to balance your energy out of spending. You might be looking for somebody that's maybe a little bit more financially secure, has a good head on their shoulders, is honestly a little more responsible when it comes to money than you, okay? But I feel like that might be about racking up a little bit of debt. You feel vulnerable if you can't put forward what you believe to be your best energy, your best look. Let's see what we have over here. Having high standards means holding yourself to the same. Okay, so holding back. What is it that we're holding back? We have four of Pentacles here. Are we holding back the fact that we don't hold ourselves to the same standard when it comes to money? Okay, because we have Pentacles here. Okay, when we have a certain amount of money, do we hold on to it or do we spend it? When we have a particularly special person in our life, do we do everything to hold on to that? Or do we not hold ourselves to the same standard as we do our person? Are we holding ourselves to the same standard as we do our particular person? This might be something that you keep secret. Okay, this may make you feel very vulnerable in some way. It might be something that you are keeping a secret from somebody. This is something that you may not like about yourself. Okay, and it's not, everybody has something that they don't like. But when it comes to money, that seems particularly sensitive. It does. It seems particularly sensitive for a lot of people. So this card might be saying to you that we need to clear the path with some of these behaviors, and it is your choice. I feel like that's what a lot of you might be dealing with. And it makes sense coming off of... Barney, what are you doing up there? What are you doing? Are you digging? Are you digging? Are you making it as comfy as possible? Oh, you're trying to go under the covers? You want to go under the covers, honey? Yeah, all right. I got to put him under the covers. What are you doing? You want to go under the covers? There we go. There we go. That's a good boy. All right, are you comfy? Atta boy. All right. Gotta make sure you can see. There we go. All right. Gotta make sure the barn is comfortable. Okay. All right. So what else do we want to look at here? I definitely want to look at what the resistance is. And this resistance might be totally within you in some way based on your situation. It might have to do with, a connection that you have here. Let's see. We want to look at the resistance, and I actually want to look at this particular card, and I want to look at health reasons. So emotional stability. All right, let's look at the resistance here. What do we have? All right, we have the Fool in the reverse. So what does this say? The Fool in the reverse says, it's almost like when the Fool shows up in the reverse, it's like it's hard. We make excuses versus having faith in ourselves to take a leap of faith. So I feel like the resistance for you might be that you make excuses versus taking a leap of faith. And that could be in anything in your life. But if we're talking about a connection here, you might make excuses for not talking to somebody or not making yourself available, or you might make excuses because there's something about yourself that you don't like, or you feel you're not ready in some way, or you're not at your best in some way. And we know how vulnerable it might make you feel, you know, to not be able to show the best version of yourself. But there's a blessing here that you might be missing because of this resistance or because of these excuses in some way. We'll see what that is in a minute. What do we have here for health reasons? 10 of Cups in the reverse. So this is telling us that, you know, we're just kind of standing still in whatever we're dealing with. It's like accepting where you are. You might have kind of detached from reality at one point, but I feel like you're moving in the right direction. You know, accepting where you are emotionally, even if it's not exactly where you want to be. 10 of Cups in the reverse, you know, obviously we want to be in 10 of Cups in the upright, complete emotional fulfillment. But this is telling me this is part of the resistance. You know, we prefer to make excuses for why our life is where it is versus taking a step in faith, even though it might be unknown where it leads us, right? So by accepting where we are, that's really the first step to taking the next step. The clear path is your choice. You might be realizing this, okay, which is a great thing. So even if you have made excuses in the past for why something hasn't happened, why something hasn't come together, why you may not be exactly where you want to be right now, you still have a clear path towards turning this 10 of Cups completely around and finding that emotional fulfillment. You know, I feel like it's about being in this energy. What is your wish? Do you allow yourself to feel that energy on a regular basis? You know, if you say this is a pipe dream, you know, you're pushing it away when you do that. So let's look at this card here. This might be triggering for some people. All right, so we have Temperance in the reverse. Something is out of whack. Something is out of balance here when it comes to, you know, whoever came first to mind to you with that card. Somebody is saying what they don't like about you right now. Temperance is card of Sagittarius, all right? It might be a Sagittarius. But Temperance in the reverse is basically saying that things feel off right now. Things feel out of whack, not the right time. It's like the two of you, if you're in a connection, you might be struggling with alignment. So let's see what is out of alignment, or maybe why the timing is off right now. Lovers. All right, so emotionally, the two of you may not be in the same place emotionally, and we can see that from your energy. You know, the connections here, the Lover shows up in the upright. Card of Gemini, you might be dealing with a Gemini. The connection's absolutely here and available, but it feels like you have to see the clear path and realize that you have much more power, and it is your choice how things move forward. But if we're making excuses of why something isn't happening, or why we can't reach out, or why we can't do something right now, that's why this energy is coming up. What this person, I feel like, is saying, you know, maybe about you right now is, you know, it could be, as far as what they don't like, is the fact that they don't have you in their life right now. That's what they don't like. Did you assume that that might be something negative? This person might be saying, I know that, you know, the timing is off when it comes to this connection. I know that, you know, my feminine needs to get certain things in line with his or her life, and I need to get certain things in line with my life, so we can possibly emotionally connect in the strongest way possible, but the attraction and the connection is certainly here, I feel like, for both people. All right. Finances definitely could be something that you are struggling with, or, you know, it could be something that your person is struggling with. And that's why, you know, it may not be exactly the right time. All right. So let's take a look at, children. Let's look at children on its own. We've got King of Pentacles in the reverse. So King of Pentacles in the reverse is my way or the highway. So somebody in this connection, maybe you, maybe somebody that you're dealing with, might be saying that, you know, if you don't accept my children, you know, this isn't going to work. If you seem annoyed by the fact that I have children, this isn't going to work. If you're not 100% into my children, this is not going to work. Okay? And that might be part of the resistance, although I don't feel like anybody's making excuses about their children. If this is about wanting children, that could be standing in the way for some of you. Some of you might want children and some of you might not. And that might be what is causing a challenge for some of you with this person. You know, there could be a beautiful connection. The timing is off. Somebody may not want children and somebody does. Okay, it's one of those types of situations, which is heartbreaking because you feel a connection with somebody, and if someone has told you they don't want children, believe them. Okay, that's a big decision, and most people aren't going to change their mind about that. All right. So let's take a look at. I feel that energy too. Let's take a look at a blessing and a meeting that goes better than expected. All right. So let's look at the blessing. Okay. I love seeing this. We got 6 of Swords. So there is progress being made here for you, whether you can see it or not. All right. You are getting from point A to point B. The question here is, do you know what point B is for you? Because you have a clear path. I feel like you're making progress. Do you know where you're going? Do you know what it is that you ultimately want? I feel like the blessing is in the progress that you're making. You know, I feel emotional progress right here. You know, and this could be leading to your connection. But it's a blessing that you are making progress. You might be beating yourself up because you're not exactly where you want to be. Maybe with this, if this is a financial situation for you and you're beating yourself up, stop doing that. Accepting where you are when it comes to a financial situation is the first step, you know, in the process of fixing it. Everything can be fixed. Any situation can be changed. Okay, so it's a blessing that you are making progress, because where you found resistance was in making excuses. You might have made excuses for this situation. Okay, so there is progress being made. Let's see what the energy is that you may both feel. 3 of Cups. So this could be a friendship that is evolving into a romance. You know, our feelings might be changing for somebody. We might be falling for somebody. One of these gals here represents friendship. One represents peace. One represents love. So when it comes to, I feel that energy too, you know, this person might be saying that, you know, not only do I feel a sense of kinship, friendship, whatever it is, I feel a sense of love and peace around you as well. And it's emotional. Okay. For some, you know, this, I'm going to leave it at that. All right, man, the weather is crazy. Like, it's going dark and light and dark and light. I don't know what's going on. All right, so a meeting goes better than expected. Let's see what this is about. All right, we've got 5 of Wands. So what this is telling me is that if you don't know where you stand with somebody, I feel like the next time, or maybe the next date, or the next meeting that you have with a boss, could be a potential partner, could be somebody you have a crush on or a new connection. I feel like you're going to find out that it goes much better than you expect. That means that you might have some negative assumptions around this particular meeting, or you might assume that this person may not be interested. If you're going to assume anything, assume the best. Okay? Assume the best, because you're more likely to bring the best towards you if you're assuming the best. If you can see your wish and feel your wish, you're more likely to attain your wish, okay? Because you're not in the energy of lack, you're in the energy of, you know, abundance, all right? All right, so what do we have left here? We have a secret and a smile from someone that touches your heart deeply. What is this secret? And a smile that from someone that touches your heart deeply. Let's see. The secret, we have, okay. So 7 of Wands, you know, you might feel like you have to defend yourself about something. Again, it could be about your finances. You know, it could be about anything that you feel is kind of a ghost of the past for you. 7 of Wands, you can't really see any people attached to these wands. So you don't know if he's actually fighting actual people or defending himself against actual people, or if he's defending himself from his own thoughts about himself. You know, so I feel like this might be about the secrets that you feel, you know, hinder your appearance of extravagance in some way to somebody, because you attach your value in some way to, you know, being the person possibly that stands out in a room. You want to be that person that's desired by this person, whoever this is for you. Ghosts of the past, you keep secret. You keep certain secrets about yourself. Let's get one more on that. Queen of Swords. Okay, that tells me, that's card of Libra. You might be dealing with a Libra, but that tells me that you learned your lessons the hard way. Okay? And the way to look at that, okay, sometimes some people have a harder path on this planet and choose harder ways to learn their lessons. So, which isn't a bad thing, okay? Because you probably know people that seem to always be struggling, always are dealing with problems and issues. You know, it seems like they can never get their act together. You might feel like you are that person, but you know, from the universe's perspective, you're doing a lot of work here in the physical, and that can take you higher in the spiritual when you get there, because you have chosen to learn a lot of your lessons. Clear path, your choice. You've chosen to learn a lot of your lessons and go through some struggle here in the 3D. So don't be ashamed of all the lessons. You know, it's how you tell the story. You can tell the story from a perspective of, you know, I've failed at just about everything I've tried. So, you know, life has not been good to me. Or you can say, you can look at it from the perspective of, I've tried a lot of things. I've done a lot of things. And some of those things, I did find some wins in those situations, and I learned from some of those situations as well. I have made some of the same mistakes along the way, but it's because I needed to make them to really learn that lesson. Okay? So I feel like this is about giving yourself a break. Okay? Because the blessing here is that you are making progress, I feel like, in every aspect of your life. But you have to look at it that way, right? You have a clear path, but you have to make sure that you are seeing your feeling, not only seeing, but feeling that wish coming true, that you are moving in the right direction. So let's see, a smile that touches, let's see. All right, so we have 7 of Cups in the reverse. All right, so this to me, and not just to me, but this is about a wish coming true. All right, when we have this card in the upright, you know, it's like we don't know what we want. There's lots of things that we see that could emotionally fulfill us. But when this card is in the reverse, it's like we know what we want, and it feels like it's coming true. It might be a particular person, or somebody gives you an encouraging word or an encouraging smile that just reaffirms to you that you can have what you want and that you are on the right path. You know, you can see how things are unfolding to support you, not hurt you. Right? The universe always has our back, whether we're going through something or whether we are, you know, seeing a particular win or success. Both have equal value. The darkness and the light both have equal value. Just because something isn't easy doesn't mean, it actually means that it has more value sometimes. But sometimes we are looking for the easy path naturally because we are human beings, right? So, yeah. So let's get 2 cards to end this reading about maybe what is coming, where we're going with this progress. Where are we going? The balloon. All right. Your vibration is rising. You are fired up, cloud 9. It's like this is where you're headed. I love this. So, you know, every day you are making progress towards what it is that you want. And I think we took a look at a lot of aspects of life for you. We will do the same thing for the masculine, but you are moving towards what you consider being on cloud 9. And when your vibration is rising, that means that you allow yourself to feel what it is that you want. The joy that comes from getting what you want is the feeling and the emotion that you want to be in on a regular basis versus that energy of lack. What else do we have here? Fun, good times, and memories. Creating memories is what this is about. So we're ending on a really, really positive note. That's where we're headed, but we can see that a blessing, it is a blessing that I feel like it's a blessing that you can ultimately see your progress. You know, this is good news around somebody that has some energy around you, some feelings for you. And, you know, this person I feel like is disappointed that the timing might be off for the two of you a little bit. There is kind of a challenge with children for some of you. Some of you that's not an issue or hasn't come up yet. And you're probably going on a date or having a meeting of some kind that gives you some clarity or clarification on where you stand with somebody, which is very positive. And as far as keeping secrets about yourself that you might feel don't reflect this extravagance or responsibility. It doesn't serve you to keep it a secret, is what I'm feeling. It really doesn't. Okay, especially if you're starting something new in a connection or relationship. You know, one person might struggle with, let's say, gambling. Or one person might struggle with substance abuse in some way. Or one person might struggle with, you know, whatever, past relationship issues. They might be dragging that with them. Everybody has something that they struggle with a little bit in life. And it's because it's something that you will repeat until you really fully learn that lesson. All right? It's not meant to be about beating yourself up or judging yourself or worrying about what other people think or judging your situation. All right? So that is what I have for you. You can look for the masculine version of this. Later on, you can see what their challenges, struggles, and energy towards you is right now. And yeah, so good stuff. I hope you have a great weekend. If you're looking for a deeper, more personal reading yourself, certainly reach out to me anytime. And if not, no worries. I will talk to you next time. All right? Thanks so much. Bye.